What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreenings.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be Hot Summer Nights. Now, this one comes from A24, the most blessed company in all of the industry, and this one is about a teenage boy coming of age in Cape Cod. It is written and directed by Elijah Bynum. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, sir. I apologize. And it stars Timothée Chalamet as the main boy trying to come of age, and he meets a lot of different characters, particularly played by Alex Rowe or Micah Monroe, and, you know, we just get to see his little silly adventure on Cape Cod. Alex Rowe is kind of like a drug dealer, and so he kind of gets wrapped up in that, and you can kind of see where it goes from there. I'm not going to tell you how it ends or anything, but that's generally the plot of the film. Now, going into this, I didn't really have any anticipation for it. I saw the trailer, and I love me some A24. I will take any chances on any movie they throw at me, but this one looked kind of okay, just kind of looked okay. So I saw the movie, and it's okay. It's fine. It's not anything offensive. It's not anything bad or just downright awful. It's not anything like great or even good from A24 standards. It's fine. It's a serviceable movie to just show us once again why Timothée Chalamet is one of the best up-and-coming rising stars, I mean, especially since last year after his Oscar nomination. So let's get real and break this down. So what I did really appreciate about the film is Elijah's directing, and particularly the first act of the film, where he directs it in such a way and edits it in such a way to where it's high energy, it's in your face, it's stylistic, and it's something that just kind of pokes out at you and goes, hey, I am unique. And it was a really great hook into the story. The problem is that kind of dies out towards the second and the third act. Yeah, there's some flair there, but I felt like he just had this like really great start and just kind of fizzled out towards the end, and even to a lackluster climax. So great promising start from this writer-director, which I've never even heard of before, to really show what he is made of, but it eventually kind of fizzles out, like I said, and doesn't really work for me all the way, but the first act is pretty great stuff. It gets you sucked into the story. Speaking of the story, you know, we have characters that we're supposed to follow throughout this journey, right? Well, most of them are kind of underdeveloped, and you don't really care about most of them. They're kind of just basically written characters that would occasionally stop in a scene and tell you about their backstory. Cool, backstory, and we're off again. The only redeeming one is Timothée Chalamet. I think he's the only thing that carries this movie, and of course the first act, directing and editing wise, but he does a fantastic job with his charm and his likability, and the fact that he, you know, turns and switches character, you know, in a gradual arc. You know, I appreciate it. I appreciate his presence. A couple things wrong with some of the characters, like other than underdeveloped, is the chemistry between him and Micah Monroe. I hope that's right. Didn't really feel genuine to me. It didn't really feel like a raw, intense, loving relationship. It just felt like two teenagers didn't really know what they were doing type of deal, and I wasn't really buying their relationship. Also, I kind of got a little irritated by Timothée Chalamet's mom in the movie. She appears in the beginning of the movie, and that's it. Like the beginning and maybe like one scene with him, and then she's just kind of written out of the movie, and I was like, is that intentional? It didn't really feel like a gradual exit of the film as a character. It just felt like, hey, this is his mom, cool, we're moving on. And I'm like, where is she at throughout this entire thing? So that kind of bugged me quite a bit. But, you know, a lot of other great points. You know, it's visually good looking. You know, it really captures this sweaty, like, just gross nightlife in Cape Cod, and you feel like you're there. So, you know, there is, like I said, a visual style to it, even though there's not as much flair as the first act. But I mean, and then it just kind of wraps up and it just ends. And when you sit there and you kind of contemplate what you just saw, you're like, that was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, it's a fine movie. So I don't think it works particularly all too well with the story or distinct style or some of the characters, but I think that first act in Timothée Chalamet and a couple of shocking moments. I'm not going to say which ones, but a couple of shocking moments that were, filmed really well. Those are the only things that save it for me. I was going to give it just a C, just straight down the middle, but I'm going to give Hot Summer Nights a C+, because I do like Chalamet in this, and just once again, even in a mediocre movie like this, he can prove that he was worth that Oscar nomination. So that's my quick review of Hot Summer Nights. Not really much to talk about, but I want to know what you have to say. Let me know down below what you thought of Hot Summer Nights, done by A24. Sorry, A24, not my favorite movie of yours this year. There's like 3 or 4 others that easily topple this one, but if you want a quick hour and 45 minutes to burn, go for it. So let me know down below what you think of Hot Summer Nights, and that will do it for this review. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.